Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, phytotechnology applications require land conditioning, one of which is using compost amendments. The quality of compost that is directly related to plant life is maturity. Compost maturity is expressed in the C/N ratio parameter. This presentation reviews the composting process to produce mature compost. This material can be distributed via this YouTube channel with students' permission. Please see the following work. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, Prof. Good morning, everyone. My name is Thalita Farrelia Fadila. I am in class. So today we're going to discuss about the process of processing waste in the compost using phytotechnology. What is composting? Compost is the byproduct of bacteria breaking down organic material. It has a low carbon to organic ratio, the C/N ratio of approximately 30 is excellent for composting material. The compost that is produced has a ratio of less than 20. Organic material with a carbon per nitrogen ratio considerably higher than 30 will take a long time to break down. Conversely, if the ratio is too low, nitrogen will be lost by evaporation as the molecule breaks down. So, for the compost purpose, the main goal of composting is to stimulate microbial activity in order to hasten the organic materials breakdown. Compost is an alternative organic fertilizer that improves soil physical qualities, increase soil absorption capacity for water and nutrients, and contains macro and micronutrients in plants. So the composting, it can be sold for everyone. And there is a method of composting. The first one is from the solid waste transferred to the landfill. Certain types of waste using conveyor belts and manually, that can be divided into two, like that is compostable waste and non-compostable waste. And for compostable waste, there is a size reduction. Primary composting is using a specific 1 week and continue with the chemotherapy for 3 until 4 weeks. There is a turn window, static aerated piles, and also the secondary composting is compost maturation in 1 until 2 weeks. Quality sorting based on particle size, compost storage for marketing, and compost product with quality guarantee. And for the non-compostable waste, that can be half method in recycling unit, throw to landfill, and that can be produced leachate and soil infiltration. And that can be using a method of the primary composting. There is a mass reversal in 1 until 2 weeks. There is an airflow, and the second one is without mass reversal, and there is a blower. And also the secondary composting is not using no mass turning. And also there is a method of composting on compostable waste. Primary composting typically involves an initial recycling phase. Mere moderate temperatures in 20 to 40 degrees Celsius or 68 until 104 degrees Fahrenheit are maintained for about a week, followed by thermophilic heats, where temperature rise significantly 45 to 70 degrees Celsius or 113 until 158 degrees Fahrenheit and are maintained for 3 to 4 weeks. This is how this process works in the context of windrows and static area supplies. The windrows involve arranging combustible materials in long, narrow piles that are periodically turned to maintain aeration and even decomposition. That have an advantage like efficient aeration, temperature control, faster decomposition, and also there is a disadvantage of the turbine process. There is labor intensive and space requirement. And also in the static area piles, there is an involved creating a compost pile with an integrated aeration system that supplies air through the material without the need for turning. There has advantage like consistent aeration, reduced labor, space efficiency, and also there is a disadvantage of static area piles. There is initial setup cost, energy use, and monitoring required. There is a method of composting compostable waste in the secondary composting. It's the phase where the composting material continues to mature and stabilize after the primary composting phase. This phase typically focuses on reducing the compost volume, further breaking down organic materials and curing the compost to ensure it is fully decomposed and safe for us. Here we will discuss secondary composting without mass turning, focus on static piles methods. In the static piles methods, there is a process in the first one is pile formation, aeration, temperature and moisture management, duration, and monitoring. And in the static pile methods, there is an advantage like lower labor and equipment costs, simplicity, consistency, and also there is a disadvantage in the static pile methods. There is slower process, potential for anaerobic pockets, and space requirement. And next, there is a method of composting on non-compostable waste. In the primary composting is a critical stage in the composting process where organic materials are broken down by microorganisms under controlled conditions. The key factors in this process include temperature, moisture, aeration, and the carbon to nitrogen ratio. Here's a detailed explanation of the two approaches we mentioned for the primary composting in the non-compostable waste. There is an advantage in the measure involves 1 until 2 weeks. Airflow is faster decomposition with better oxygenation and temperature control, reduce risk of anaerobic condition which can cause poor odors, even breakdown of organic material. And there is a disadvantage require manual or mechanical effort to turn the compost pile regularly, may need additional equipment such as compost turn for a large-scale operation. And therefore, without mass reversal and blower system, there is an advantage is less labor intensive as there is no need to turn the pile. Consistent aeration can lead to efficient and uniform composting. Suitable for large-scale operation with manual turning is impractical. And there is a disadvantage of without mass reversal in the blower system. There is a required initial setup for the aeration system which can be costly. May need energy input to run the blower constantly, plus mechanical breakdown of material compared to turn composting potential, leading to longer decomposition time for larger and denser materials. And for the method of composting uncompostable in the secondary composting, they're using without non-mass materials. In the initial preparation is using the pre-processed materials for precise generation, and for the process step is pile formation, aeration, temperature and moisture management, and also monitoring and adjustment. The Phytotechnology in composting. Compost utilizing plants in serial compost production operation can refer to as compost phytotechnology, which involves from phytoremediation. The implementation of sacrificial plants is required for compost production. Sacrificial plants are chosen based on the compost pollutants and the appropriate phytoremediation procedure for the physical form of the material to be handled. The US EPA and ERC classified the process of breeding into phytotechnology in waste management into compost as a follows. There is a phytostabilization. This process can immobilize pollutants by accumulating, absorbing, and on the root surface and depositing pollutant precipitates in the root zone. Phytoextraction. The process can absorb pollutants in the plant root and then translocate them into a plant organs. Filtration. This process can absorb the precipitate on the root, absorb pollutant solution around the roots in the roots. Phytodegradation. This process can break down pollutant have been absorbed through plant metabolic process or enzymatically. 5. Residual degradation. This process can break down pollutants in the soil by microbes and others. And also the last one is phytotechnology. This process can absorb the contaminants and release them via liquid vapor into the atmosphere. First one is phytostabilization. There is a benefit in phytostabilization in composting. There is environmental protection, prevent the mitigation of heavy metals to groundwater or ecosystem, cost effective, and soil health. And there is a phytoextraction. There is a benefit is reduction of contaminants, eco-friendly, and enhanced compost quality. And also for the result filtration, this benefit result filtration in composting, there is reduced environmental impact, there is a recovery, cost effective and eco-friendly, and enhanced plant growth. This benefit is phytodegradation in composting, reduction of organic pollutant, eco-friendly, and enhanced soil health. Benefit of phytopolarization is reduction of VOC, environmentally friendly, enhanced air quality. And also there is a conclusion, the biodegradation of organic materials, particularly microorganisms that can be used as a source of energy. It's the process of composting. The compost has a completely nature based on the result of the water content and carbon or nitrogen ratio. However, this issue can really be resolved by extending the composting period. An extension of the compost maturation period is the store for 1 week prior to packing it for sale. The amount of inorganic material is a major problem even if compost that has detectable micronutrients is thought to be plant nutrients. Since the compost will be applied to the soil, there's a possibility that some of the ingredients won't be taken up by the plant, which could lead to possibly land pollution. Compost utilizing plants in cereal compost production operation is referred to as a compost Phytotechnology, which involves complementary remediation. The implementation of certified plants is required of compost production. Certified plants are chosen based on the compost patterns and the appropriate remediation and phytotechnology produced for the physical form of the material to be handled. The units EPA and ETRC classify the process of creating phytoremediation into the phytotechnology in waste management into compost as follows: phytosterilization, phytoextraction, phytofiltration, phytodegradation, and phytodegradation, and also the last one is phytovolatilization. And the last one, there is a reference that using on this board plan. There is a data here, Hayato, Panuto, and Solution. And there is all for me. Thank you all. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you all. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.